Not much to say. iPhone X Max, Apple Watch Series 4. Let's get into it, man. All right, what's going on, everybody? Like I said, I went ahead, like most of the masses, I jumped on the iPhone X Max. Actually, in my opinion, I just jumped on it because when I got the X, I figured I might as well upgrade, and then I won't have to upgrade for a while. But this one actually came in a little bit more handy because that phone just seemed like it was a little too small, especially after upgrading from the 6S Plus to the 10 and then going to the X Max Plus. Now I feel comfortable in my element right at home. And I've had it for 2 weeks now, and the main thing is, of course, I couldn't really do an unboxing of it because actually it's my personal phone. So therefore, of course, I had to actually start using it. But this is the first time I'm gonna go ahead and update it, and far as let you guys know if it's actually worth getting and spending that kind of money on. But now my Apple Watch, my Series 4, that literally just came 3 days ago. As you can see, it's still in the plastic, brand new, because these were actually on back order, so I was able to finally grab it. I'm actually a Sprint member. Let me know who your carrier is down below. I'm pretty sure everybody has a bad story about every carrier. But I have Sprint. This is what it's looking like right now. As you know, basically you're walking around with a piece of glass that's a cell phone, in essence. I already have my protection on there also. We're going to get into that in a minute. But for the most part, just hands down, regular guy, everyday use review, not for just, just business or whatever that case may be. This one, in my opinion, the battery, of course, being a bigger phone, definitely a lot better. I don't find myself having to use low battery mode all the time to save battery. Screen being bigger, definitely a plus. As you see there, definitely much better screen, just having more room, more of a view. Everything is basically the same. Just giving you the honest review. I know a lot of people get, gifted the phones and they have to, I'm paying for mine, so I'm going to tell you. Don't upgrade unless you just want to have a bigger phone. Everything else on this phone, except for a couple of minor specs here and there, is the cameras are different. Like the front camera on this one is better than the regular 10. The back camera, much better than the regular 10. And outside of a little spec bumps here and there, that's the only thing different. Everything else is pretty much going to be the same. So unless you just really want a bigger phone, I would literally stay with what you have, unless you just want to, get with the Joneses and just have the updated version. Not to just hit you with a lot of fluff. If you're used to Apple products, you know what comes in the box pretty much. They stay giving away those cheap headphones, as you see everything in the box. Really don't care if that falls or not going to use them. I have about 3 pair of these already. Your regular charger, your regular wire, which everybody pretty much knows are pretty much a piece of crap. So outside of that, you got your same on the box, a couple of stickers, manual, nothing special there. And outside of that, actually, and it works good, the lightning charger port, because I have a lightning charger that came actually with my iPad. When I plug my phone into that, I'm usually done to a full 100% charge in maybe like, no lie, 20 minutes. So with that being said, I mean, that works out, which I guess you would have to charge your pad faster because you probably use that for different things, school, work, whatever you're doing. So I'm glad they gave me a charger that's actually a lightning charger with that, because I can use it with all of my Apple products. So with that being said, not to negate everything with this, because I mean, like I said, pretty much, and I got fingerprints all over this. Oh, and without forgetting, just all over the board, my protection I got for this, which is a little different, but I was convinced because I did a lot of reviews on it. I went with the liquid glass screen protector, which is basically, you won't see it on here. It won't have your screen looking all crazy and everything like that of that nature. Basically, for the most part, you'll see on here that it's just a clear screen. And when you wipe it, as you can see on here, it's basically an acrylic coating, and you do get a 2-year warranty with this, so it's not a bad investment, up to $250, which of course definitely I warranted it and registered it, so I'm good to go with that. And as you see on the back, it's just a cloth. You clean your screen as if you were adding a regular screen protector, and then you take the acrylic pad out and you wipe it. And you do notice it on there up to 48 hours, it'll completely harden and be completely ready to go. Like, you can still use it once you rub it on there because it's an acrylic. So once you rub it on there, let it sit for about 10 minutes without touching it. After that, you can do whatever you need to do on there, and the molecules just form themselves. And after 48 hours, it's completely hardened. Like, if you knock on your phone and you knock on it before you actually put it on there, you can tell the difference, and it hardens up on your phone. So that's something I want to do because, with screen protectors, you can see where they starting in because of the bumper up there, and then the one, if you get the straight across and covers the bumper, sometimes it fogs up your camera. So this one I rather go with because it's straight onto the screen, and you get a warranty for it just in case your screen does crack up to $250, which is cool. And then I have my Apple protection and all that, so I'm still doubly protected. Then of course I went with my OtterBox just because of my job and what I do, being on a forklift and all that. That's actually the waist holster that you put on your waist. Nobody uses that, at least I don't anyway, because I want to be sure my phone is secure in my hand. But of course I had to get an OtterBox, and actually that's all the protection I have. I usually use my OtterBox when I'm just at work, so I'm still looking for a case that I can put on there, outside of work if I'm vacation, gone, or just, doing regular things. I don't want to have a big bulky OtterBox on my phone all the time. But one thing you notice, like when I upgraded to the other one and upgraded to this one, straight into the protection. I'm never leaving the Sprint store without protection for an iPhone or anything, especially walking around with just a big piece of glass on your phone. Now, with that being said, we're going to jump into this watch because, like I said, I haven't opened it yet. And what's new with these watches, this is the Series 4, I'm reading on the back, Series 4 Space Gray Aluminum Case, Black Sport Band, 44 milliliter. Now, remember, the other watches, it went from 38 to 42. Now they go from 42 to 44. And of course, I wanted the bigger one, just, more space and everything. Now, this one I have the GPS Plus sale, which is the new thing they added, which is basically your Apple Watch is basically your standalone phone. So say I want to go to work and I don't want to carry my phone, or my phone is dead and I can't use it. Now, with your phones being straight GPS and cell, I don't have to have my phone with me. I can just take my watch and it can do all my compatible functions that my phone does. So I can literally leave my watch at home and I can just I can use my phone at home and I can just use my watch. Probably not something I'm going to do, honestly, but to each his own. It's a plus to have. You never know if your phone dies, you can just work straight off of your watch. So it is a plus, honestly. So it's not bad. But we're going to go ahead and get right into this. Let's open it up. Oh, don't know if I did that right. Usually I've seen other people reviews, they pull it and it just opens. But, my bad. But yeah, let's get this open. Take the plastic off. I'm messy, so what? Alright. Now, there's a new way to open this because it's like a 3-in-1 packaging. I'm pretty sure if you've seen one, unboxing, you've seen them all. But I'm not paid to unbox it, so it's going to take me a little longer. So we're going to pull the tabs. Oh, okay. Not bad. All right, when you pull the tabs and open the box, this is what it looks like when you take it out. And from just looking at it, what I'm getting is they packaged it in twos because this is what comes out of the box. See, it would go in there like this. You take it out, and your band is now in its own packaging. So, nice little touch. And another thing, too, I won't be wearing this watch. Sorry about that. Had a call come through, and you know how they bounce from, different things. So, basically, I had a phone call, and it was notifying me because I'm filming on my pad right now, so it notified me, and it cut the video off. But anyway, I won't be using the wristbands for these because they're just a little too hinky for me to where, I've heard they pop off, they fall off, they don't tighten all the way up. So, I've always been a little skeptical of these, so I definitely probably won't be using this. So, but with that being said, this is how it's coming. As you can see, that's a little different. They got like a little sponge protection around the watch face. Of course, you got your directions and stuff here. You got your charger. You got your plug port. Let's take it out. Oh yeah, that's nice. They got it surrounded, and actually says 44 milliliter on the back of the sponge. Has it pushed down into the watch to protect the face and protect the back. But for the most part, yeah. It looks good. Got it the same color as the phone. And as the first thing you notice too, on the back, it's a little different. It used to have the 3 prongs on the back. Now it just has the 1 because they use a different sensor now as far as, you know, your heart rate, your pulse. It has fall detection now, which is crazy. I mean, especially if you want to, you know, invest in one of these for an older person who has an iPhone, that'll come in handy. Like if anything happens to them, the phone can notify emergency services and things of that nature. So it's not a bad add-on. But me, I probably won't be pairing my watch just yet, just for the simple fact I'm gonna change this band for one. A lot of protection hasn't been released yet for the Series 4 watches, so I'm trying to keep a lookout on Amazon, Best Buy, places like that, because I want to get a protection like how I had on my other watch, which was the Catalyst watch, which was from my Series 2, which I gave to wifey because she still has a 6S Plus. Not really too technical when it comes to technology, so she's still trying to figure all that out. So I gave her that. So I moved up to this, and I'm still trying to figure out, do I want to go with a wet acrylic on here, because you can actually use that on your phones, your iPads, most anything that you can cover, and you can actually use it on your watches. So I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go with that, or do I want to go with some actual covering on there just to secure, just in case, you know, yeah, every day walking around, if you bump it into something, or, you know. But I mean, being that they have that $250 warranty on whatever you cover, I may just put it on here too, just for the simple fact I can give it a more clear look and not have anything on it. So I'm not gonna be pairing the watch right now. Like I said, if you've seen one watch pair, you've seen them all. So I'm not gonna hold you up with all that fluff, just pairing the watch and knowing I'm not gonna be wearing it because I'm not gonna be using this band. So I just wanted to update you guys and let you know how it's coming. But I probably will do a follow-up video once I got everything as far as the protection, what kind of acrylic I'm using. Because when I got it on the phone, I actually had the worker at Sprint put it on for me. Since now I've seen it and it's pretty easy, I'll probably for the most part do it myself. And I'll probably do a video to let you guys see how that works, to let you see if that's something you want to invest in. Because to me, it makes the phone look really, really good. Like I said, if you look at it, it's like there's nothing on it. You know what I mean? So I like it. It doesn't keep fingerprints. It's easily to wipe off. Stays transparent. It's an antibacterial on there, so which makes it just easier to clean. And you know, if you have a lot of people touching your phone for whatever reason, you can wipe it off and it will be germ free. So I mean, there's a lot of good nuances, which is why I just went ahead and picked it up, and I'm happy so far. So I may get it for the watch too. So with that being said, we're going to end the video right there. Like I said, I'm not going to be pairing it up just yet, just for the simple fact I know I'm not going to be using it right now until there's a little more protection out on the market right now, because they have like wristbands, but I want a full protection, not just a bumper. I'm going to wait for a Catalyst to maybe bring something out to where I get that 2-in-1 where the band's connected to the actual protection and the protection protects it to the phone. I mean, not to the phone, to the watch. So I'm just going to wait till something like that comes out to make it worth the investment, to make it worth me wearing my watch and, you know, not anything happening to it. Because if anybody knows, man, when it comes to Apple products, I mean, there's a lot of money you invested in, so you want to take care of anything that you invest a lot of money in. So at least that's my opinion. So with that being said, we're going to end the video right there. You got your band, you got your watch, 44mm Apple Watch. I'm going to put it back in this little casing here. Hopefully I learn how to fold all this back up. But we're going to end the video right there. So iPhone XS Max, that name, I don't know where they got that. I'm going to call it the X Max Plus. We're going to end it right there with that Apple Watch Series 4. Hopefully I can get y'all an updated video on that. Of course, I got more of my hat videos. I actually got a pair of kicks on the way too that I want to share with y'all that really go good with a fitted hat that I got, and I never would have seen it coming. It could have almost been like it was a collab, but it wasn't. But that's for another video. So right now we're gonna end this little video saying, hey, if you want a bigger phone, definitely worth the investment for the X Max Plus, whatever you want to call it. Definitely an investment if you want to go bigger. But if you're just looking for more specs and all that, do I think it's worth it? Nah, you can save the money. But Apple Watch, definitely hit a home run on this one, especially since it's a standalone like your phone. If you're always out and you don't want to carry your phone, definitely worth the investment. So, in my opinion, iPhone X Max, if you need bigger, whatever. Apple Watch, definitely a must-have in my opinion. So, let me know what you think down below, man. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here.